Thank you very much, Mr. Redenberg, for that testimony. The chair will now be recognizing members for 5 minutes for questions, and I will begin by recognizing the chair of the House Committee on Natural Resources, the gentleman from Arkansas, Mr. Westerman, for 5 minutes. Mr. Westerman.
Thank you, Chairman Hurd, and thank you to the witnesses for being here today to talk about one of my favorite subjects and your expertise in that area. Mr. Vredenberg, I know that you mentioned the role of ITARA and how the role that it's played in the Cow Creek Band's wildfire preparation. Could you speak further about the reduction of wildfire risks seen through ITARA's work?
Certainly. ITARA allows us to respond more effectively, more quickly. Time is of the essence in the West. Over half of our national forests around us have burned. We don't have the luxury of time or long delays. For a forest management activity to occur on tribal trust land, there are over a dozen federal decisions required. ITARA allows us to streamline that and make those decisions locally where we're most familiar with the land.
Yeah. And so it allows you to respond more quickly. How would you judge the results of where you've been able to do management under ITARA compared to areas that maybe adjacent areas or areas in the region that haven't been managed?
Prior to ITARA, we had the unfortunate experience of suffering the Milepost 97 fire. It took almost a year to be able to restore, rehabilitate those lands. It cost the tribe millions of dollars. After ITARA, we had a fire in the same place, and usually, as you know, Chairman, those reburns expand the burn area and it grows. Because of the work we were able to do under ITARA and the pre-fire treatment, the second burn was only a few hundred acres with minimal damage.
Good. Mr. Luker, the isolated parcels owned by the BLM are adjacent to or near land owned by the Pechanga tribe. How well is this land currently taken care of by the BLM, and how would that change if taken into trust for the tribe?
Yes, the BLM is doing the best they can with the resources they have. We are excited if having the opportunity to get our cultural resources department, our environmental department, and our fire department up there to take a look. It's very rugged land, rock landscape, difficult to traverse. So we have other parcels that we've taken into trust over the years that we've been able to do surveys, habitat surveys, and it's created a great buffer for us for fire prevention as well.
So you mentioned the BLM's doing the best they can, but would you say that when the Pechanga start managing and doing those wildlife surveys and the other things they have expertise in, does the landscape get better when that happens?
It sure has over the years. On our behalf, we've been able to do great surveys, identify cultural resources, which are important. If there is a fire, we can direct fire departments to stay away or keep bulldozers away from significant sites. So that's made a huge difference in areas that we've had under our jurisdiction.
And Ms. Supernaud, you're in an area very near and dear to me, maybe a little bit further west from where I live, but very similar forest types. Can you talk about some of the work that you all have done?
Is this regarding the appraisals?
Right, and any kind of work, you've done some work with Ouachita Forest as well, haven't you?
Exactly. So yes, we have our resource management department that does an excellent job in covering both realty and land services, our environmental department, as well as we're most proud of our Quapaw Services Authority, which is the entity that works under the funding of the EPA as well as the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality for purposes of remediating the Tar Creek Superfund site. So we're very pleased with the capabilities that they have developed over the course of the last 2 decades.
Thank you, and I don't think I have time to ask another question, Mr. Chair. I yield back.